Alright, hello and welcome. This is Mistydolphin, back in more Jurassic World Evolution 3. So, it's been a while since we tackled this game, but the Rebirth DLC is finally out, and I really want to get into it, so let's get into it. Hey, good to see you. I haven't played this game in a few months, so I might be a little rusty.
We've got Mutodon on wing. Minimal casualties so far, but not zero.
Okay, we need a much better aviary, but none of us have the authority to approve the risky experimental one. I can try to get the new director on board with it, while you two handle things here.
Okay, new recruit, just you and me now. That was Dale, I'm Callie, and you are having one heck of an induction. The workforce on the island stands no chance against a hunter like the Mutodon. We need to tranquilize it.
Is on her way here. Can't imagine she'll be happy. I mean, a breakout in her first week?
Yeah, well, welcome to Saint-Hubert. Okay, it's down. Great work there. Deep breaths, everyone, and let's fix this. I have a working theory that the Mutodon keeps escaping because it knows it's penned in. It's a very intelligent animal. An open-air aviary should give it the illusion of open skies, though.
We just need to demolish the old aviary to make room for the new one. We should make sure the workers have access to the hatchery. The open-air aviary uses a clever electromagnetic barrier which should keep the Mutodon contained. The barrier needs power to work, though. So I'll talk you through the island's geothermal power system. As you can see, the geothermal supply pipe distributes power through a series of underground pipes. Those pipes branch off in two directions at junctions called geothermal splitters. Pipe networks should always end with a geothermal generator. It's the generators that deliver power to nearby buildings and life-saving experimental aviaries. We can build a new power network to expand the facility later, but we need that aviary powered yesterday, so let's use the existing pipes for now. First, let's build a geothermal generator near the open-air aviary. Great. Okay, now we connect the generator to the underground power network via a splitter junction. Splitters only have two outputs, so find one with an unused output to pipe the generator into.
Attention.
You, my friend, just made your first geothermal power connection. And the open-air aviary is fully powered, so we can transport the tranquilized Mutadon into it.
O'Connor, what is that?
That, Miss Halford, is a Mutadon, an Il Saint-Hubert original.
They didn't tell you what we work on when you became Director of Operations?
I knew it was a research and development site, but Mullins, I didn't even know this island existed until I was offered the position. These animals can't be for show at the park, right?
They're not show ready. No, ma'am. Not all research is a success in that sense. But there's a lot to learn from them.
Yes, I'm sure. I think I need a word with my superiors. Please, keep up your work, and I'll be back in touch soon.
Nothing is getting through that barrier, so we can finally relax a bit. Great work. The Mutadon may be hurt after its little adventure, though. Assign a ranger team to the open-air aviary, and they'll tell us what we need to do to make it comfortable. An aviary viewing gallery will also let workers observe it, so it's worth building one now, too.
While you're at it, new recruit, we should probably get into the paleobotanical weeds of why you were recruited here.
Yes. Well, there's a world-famous dinosaur theme park out there. You might have heard of it. We do the experimental work to keep that park in supply of incredible animals. The park are getting more demanding, though, and experimental work can be unwieldy. You're here to help us expand, make breakthroughs, and keep chaos at bay. Ideally.
The hours are long, and the non-disclosure agreement is airtight, but it's still probably the best job in the world. Welcome aboard. got some breathing space. So, let's see what's next on the agenda. Until now, this area has operated mostly underground. Not for the faint of heart down there.
Okay, sorry, the freaking Wi-Fi
It's time to
is
expand.
bugging out.
And we've been given assignments for setting the place up as a research site. They're marked as priority assignments, meaning someone in charge wants us to deal with them ASAP.
There's just one assignment at the top of the list right now, so feel free to accept it whenever you're ready.
Oh, and don't worry if we're spending more than we're making for a bit. We need to lay a foundation first. Profits can come later. I said we'd get the chance to build a new geothermal power network, and here we are. Exciting, right? So, there's another geothermal supply pipe on this site with more power that we can access. So let's take a look at that first. Every site on the island has multiple geothermal supply pipes, each one providing a fresh reserve of power that we can tap into. By running that power through underground pipes and into geothermal generators, we can deliver that power wherever we need it. We can start our new network by building a geothermal generator nearby. Now we can connect that generator to the geothermal supply using underground pipes. As soon as it's hooked up, the generator will start powering nearby buildings. Great. Okay, so now we want to set up another generator in the area. For both generators to be piped up to the same supply, we'll need to place a geothermal splitter on the pipeline you just built. Go ahead and build a splitter now. Excellent. Now we can build another generator. Pipe that generator into the unused splitter output and watch the magic happen. And voila, 2 geothermal generators running from the same supply. Worth noting, splitters can only have one input pipe which splits into 2 output pipes. It's handy for branching out your network, but there is a gotcha. Whenever we split a pipe into 2, we also split the input power in half between each output. Use too many splitters, and you might not have the power you need coming out of a generator. So try not to overuse them. And that's pretty much it. You're basically a geothermal engineer now. Don't say you're one to an actual geothermal specialist, though, or you might find a pipe running through your accommodation in the morning.
Work is pretty self-directed here. Whenever you complete an assignment, feel free to pick the next one from your assignments list.
A critical part of any research site is having a crack team of scientists to handle various tasks. That's right. We need to go on a hiring spree. Of course, I tend to prefer machinery to people, and I'm pretty sure Callie prefers dinosaurs. That leaves you to make the judgment call on who to bring on board. Those new hires will do nicely. Great picks. Oh, and just so you know, it's sort of an unwritten policy here to never refer to a new hire as fresh meat. Let's not tempt fate, right? Still some priority assignments to go. Of course, we only have priority ones on us right now, but I guess managers just love labeling some things as more important than others. Like themselves. That was a joke. I didn't mean that.
The main facility is where InGen first set up shop on Ile Saint-Hubert, and now you get to expand it out. We'll need some crucial infrastructure to support that. You never know when illness or injury might strike. So let's start with a paleo-medical facility.
The park spent a small to moderate fortune on creating the Mutodon, so we especially want them to stay in good health.
Assign an MVU team to the aviary hatchery to keep an eye on them. Good work. Okay, now, we need dinosaur genomes to create dinosaurs. And the park will sometimes send us genomes when we wrap up assignments. But there's only so much they can send to a facility that doesn't technically exist. Build an expedition center, and we'll be able to gather genome from some lesser-used dig sites. You know, to avoid drawing attention to the whole secret island thing.
Recently, we managed to get funding for dedicated maintenance teams on the island. They can't fix years of neglected infrastructure, but they can keep things actually working, and I consider that a win. Details. My point being, let's build a maintenance facility to keep this newly established site running smoothly. And naturally, let's make sure they're covering all this new infrastructure by assigning them to maintenance posts. Look at that. We've got all the parts to make this place a hotbed for research. Nicely done, new recruit. This area is really coming together. Nice job. Oh, and it looks like there's just one more priority assignment to deal with. But I'm sure plenty more assignments are coming when we finish that one. Right. We need to take care of the workers on the island. It should be your favorite kind of assignment because, well, if you hadn't noticed, you and I are two of those workers. Now, workers need somewhere to sleep, obviously, and you can keep them happy by building restrooms and shelters. Of course, those two can also include the same activities if the reason you're in the shelter is scary enough.
Don't be gross, Mullins.
Hey, people get scared. Wow, that all looks great. And if you've managed to save some of the fancier accommodations for yourself, I'm not going to judge, but I will need you to cut me in on it. No? Well, how about a luxury bunker? A decadent restroom? Wishful thinking.
Hey, I just wanted to say, you're really impressing me. and I definitely can't call you new recruit anymore. So, along with your new status of coworker, you've been assigned a handful of assignments. These ones aren't priority, but they're still important. Standard assignments are the bulk of our work, and they're how we prove we can be trusted to deal with the priority stuff. So, dear colleague, time for you to choose what we're working on next.
Okay, the island's quarantine site has been hit with a technical issue, and we've been drafted in to help. A group of dinosaurs are inbound, so we should probably expect a full smorgasbord of ailments.
Yeah, my layouts aren't exactly the best, but form over function and form, or function over form, I always say. As long as they're functional, who cares what they look like?
Commencing asset transit.
There we go. The animals are being flown in now. I feel for them. I hate traveling when I'm sick.
Asset has been delivered. Asset has been delivered.
Small herbivores are more prone to infectious diseases because they tend to have bigger herd sizes. Let's just count ourselves lucky none of these ailments are overly contagious.
Right. I'm not seeing any more ailments, so I think we've managed it.
Let's just keep an eye on things for a bit. Make sure we don't have flare-ups or anything. Whew, that could have been a lot worse. The team from our quarantine site appreciates you. And I'm sure those small herbivores do too.
The park wants something special for display. And tell me, what's more special than family, huh? See, the species I've got in mind is actually a very distant cousin of us mammals, the Dimetrodon.
We've been asked for a specific trait, though, so we'll need to do some testing. That means synthesis, then observation.
Otherwise known as the old Paleo 1-2.
Genetic modification will improve our odds of getting the trait we need. That's done in the hatchery, before we actually synthesize the genome.
Synthesis is underway. Excellent. I, for one, can't wait to see the Dimetrodon in person.
Yeah, I was meaning to ask you, Dale. You accurately pointed out that they're a distant cousin of us mammals. So tell me, how much of a family resemblance to you should I be expecting? I'm guessing a lot.
Yes, Callie, I inherited the Dimetrodon's impressive back sail. Can't believe you never noticed it before.
Again, function over form.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
I'm hoping that's big enough.
Procedure complete. Incubation personnel, please stand by.
so strange to think we're more biologically related to those animals than any other asset we work on here.
Funny how much can happen in 300 million years, huh? Anyway, we're almost done with this assignment. All we need now is to gather some data.
Time to analyze that animal. Our drones are outfitted with scanners custom built for research, so that's what we'll use. Just head to a hatchery, take control of a drone, and then scan the dinosaur from multiple angles to get all the data we need. Analyzing animals will also bag us some extra funding and let us optimize how to genetically modify the species. As if you needed more motivation to get that sweet, sweet data, right?
So, how do I deep analyze then?
Good work. Look at you, advancing humanity's knowledge of prehistoric genomes. Alrighty. Most of our funding comes from assignments, but we'll only be losing money if we don't maintain a site's economic engine too. Workers are key to that. To bring more workers to the site, we need animals with high enough research appeal to justify those workers spending their time here.
More workers also gets us more funding, and money is always handy to, pay for things we need.
So, more interesting animals equals more workers, which also equals more cash. Everybody wins. Couple of funding pointers that I didn't mention before. Your finances are shared between all of the locations you oversee. That means one unprofitable research site hits the whole budget, so it's worth keeping an eye on things. Productivity also factors into making money, so watch out for your fellow workers too. Happy workers make for a happy budget.
You've all been busy while I was away. Very impressive.
Well, we aim to please, ma'am. You said you were talking to the park?
Yes, well, I've worked with the lead geneticist there before, and they've always been ambitious. A vision for the future is a wonderful thing, but not when it makes you blind to what's in front of you. But for now, I'd like to recognize your hard work by giving you all more responsibility. There are a couple of other locations that I'd like you to set up as fully fledged research sites. The island's luscious ancient valley, under your management, will be a space to research natural behaviors. It's currently home to the remarkable Titanosaurus, and I'd like you to try and naturally breed them. The Riverside Laboratory, on the other hand, will specialize in semi-aquatic animals. A rather intimidating-looking T-Rex is enclosed there now, and your first task will be to study how it hunts. It's a lot of responsibility, I know, but you've more than earned my trust. Now, your funding does have to cover all 3 of these sites. And one site's profit or loss will affect your finances everywhere else, so keep an eye on that budget. Oh, and each site is already connected to the island's geothermal pipe network. I'm sure we'll get a chance to upgrade it at some point, but it should provide more than enough power for now. The island and its resources are at your disposal, but what you work on next is, well, entirely up to you.
Well, for now, let's focus on this island. We still have some regular assignments to take care of here.
Animals as it turns out, tend to move around. Some of them move around a whole lot. You know what doesn't move around? A worker planted in a viewing gallery. Research tours are the fix. They'll let workers observe animals within their habitats and from different angles. Much better data.
If you didn't catch the subtext there, it's that Dale wants to be driven around while he works.
Hey, I care about good data. It just so happens that my feet hurt sometimes too. You might not know this, but Ile Saint-Hubert is actually trialing the maintenance team as a part of core infrastructure. It's gone well, and the maintenance staff are great, but we haven't done a real stress test of the ATVs yet. So, and I say this with absolute conviction, do your worst.
Animals get a security rating based on their power and how much of a risk to life they pose. Basically, how hard they are to contain.
We can use those ratings to improve our containment designs, but the higher-ups say we have to do that by pitting actual animals against our fences. I did tell them there are other ways to test a fence, but maybe that kind of thinking is why I'm not cut out for management? Oh well.
Let's start by bringing in a couple of dinosaurs. We'll get to the fence testing next.
Okay, I guess that maybe not. We'll just go to the friggin' Nest Island. Well, since this one seems to be taking the most money away, we'll go to this one next. I honestly have no idea how long this DLC is, so yeah, we either keep going. So we'll either do it all in one sitting or freaking split it up into two parts. We'll see what happens.
Pretty great view, isn't it? The labs around here are all about synthesizing prehistoric life. Usually prehistoric life with a nasty bite who'll happily chase you on land or water. I mean, not that that specific situation has happened. Usually the chasing is just on land. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I warn you, I'm not overly pleased to be giving out this assignment. But I do... It's that astounding example of a T-Rex.
Impressive, right? Its metabolism has been tweaked to make it more physically intimidating. I like to think of it as a different flavor of Tyrant King.
Well said. Now, we need to understand how that physical change affects its hunting behaviors. And goats won't really give us the data we need. So?
Yeah, so we give the T-Rex another dinosaur to hunt. Seems simple to me.
How, morally pragmatic of you. Well, it sounds like you have a plan. So I'll be off for now then.
Incubation personnel, please stand by.
I swear, the technology in this place is just getting worse.
A lot of it is super old legacy in-gen tech. What do you expect? We're pushing science forward at a breakneck pace, so not much time to fix what was built before.
Great. What could go wrong neglecting core infrastructure?
Okay, the hunt begins. Let's make sure we collect some data. Remember, recording your results is what makes this science, not just sending animals to their doom.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy.
Switch. Eyes on the asset.
T-Rex hunting is really something. The impact tremors, the speed. But, spectacle aside, we've got the data we needed. We can close this assignment off and, tidy up any mess in that enclosure.
Wow, what progress! You're impressing the right people, I can tell you that. Don't worry, I haven't spent all this time with my feet up. There's a lot of island to oversee, and how shall I put this? Various projects I still don't have access to. Even as a director here, I'm being told things are on a need-to-know basis. But don't let me bother you with all that. When you're ready, there's an assignment on the other research site that I'd appreciate your help with.
Welcome to the one section of the island guaranteed to have minimal human influence. The Ancient Valley. It's beautiful, green, my personal happy place, and the perfect environment to study natural dinosaur behaviors. What more could you want in a research site?
Once upon a time, InGen went to great lengths to avoid dinosaur breeding. The company's new leadership is a touch more open to the idea, and we get to take the first steps. The task is simple in theory. Create a juvenile Titanosaurus through natural breeding. Best of luck staying focused, what with the wonders of life playing out in front of you.
Glad they're asking for the Titanosaurus here. Beyond them being incredible animals, we can gather its genome ourselves to help create males. After building an expedition center, at least. If we get any downtime while our dig teams do their thing, we could pick up a contract or two. Extra funding can't hurt while we're bringing prehistoric giants back to life, right? It's a small island, which helps us share expedition resources between areas. For every site you have an expedition center in, we'll be able to send out more simultaneous dig teams. If you want more fossil storage too, make sure you've got a science center in each of your sites.
Synthesis procedure complete. report for dig site selection as the...
Okay, that's all the genome we need. There's a hatchery already built in the main valley area, so I'd recommend using that one for synthesis.
Commencing synthesis procedure. Incubation personnel, please stand by.
Okay, I think there's a breeding pair in there, so good work. Now we can use the nest our ecology team designed. They live and breathe dinosaur behavior, so it should do the job.
What do you know? They laid eggs. Either our nest design team were spot on, or these dinosaurs really aren't picky.
Either way, all we can do now is wait and hope that juvenile dinosaurs like the nest too.
Ah, wait and hope. My favorite part of the scientific process. You know, could be a good time to do a contract or two, earn a bit more funding. Or, and I really mean this, I'm happy to just sit and stare at that nest.
I mean, double checking how long this DLC is. Google is saying it's like 10 to 12 hours. I mean, I don't know if it's really that long, but oh, yeah. So we might not be doing it in one sitting if it's really that long.
Well, isn't that the most heartwarming little bundle of genetic information you ever saw?
Weirdly put, but you're not wrong. That little face would melt the stoniest of hearts.
And loosen the tightest of wallets. Nice drone piloting there. We should have all the data we need, so that's this assignment complete. Oh, that was the last priority assignment for now. No doubt the higher-ups are happy with you, so good job. Until they give us another priority, we should tackle other assignments on the old to-do list.
Our colleagues across the island are struggling with a batch of medium-sized herbivores. Something in their genome is affecting their needs, so we're swooping in to help. The animals will get here soon, so let's prepare. Not that I have advice on preparing for the complete unknown, beyond brace yourself.
Asset in transit. Asset transportation complete. Asset has been delivered.
Huh, they have hyperosmolarity. One of their genes is increasing the salt concentration in their blood, which is making them thirstier than normal. Now we know what they need, we can accommodate and make them comfortable. Research is the gateway to us helping these animals. If you understand the problem in enough depth, the solution presents itself. In this case, the solution was a shocking amount of water. And that lake water is literally a chemical solution of water and minerals, so that's fun too. I'm rambling. Let's grab a photo of those animals drinking for our records. A great photo for the records there. And we can show the group that sent us these animals that we figured out the problem. Sometimes, science is about bragging rights.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond. Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
What the frick does it mean, no power?
Incubation complete.
Right. Great. Now, happy dinosaurs don't tend to rebel or lash out, so we need to make these ones uncomfortable. There aren't many situations where I'd ask you to deprive an animal of something it needs, but, well, here we are.
Asset has been collected. Assets in the air. Transportation complete. Asset transportation complete.
Well, who could have seen that coming? At least we can improve our fences with all that beautiful data we've gathered.
Firstly, let's recontain that animal as a priority. And secondly, Dale, please stop calling Data beautiful.
Hello? Is this still working? Oh, I hate comm systems. If you can hear me over the alarms in here, the island's core computer system is really unhappy. I'm worried that it's the geothermal power system acting up, but more urgently, our friends in the open-air aviary seem uncomfortable. I've set you an assignment to check in.
I know you were worried, Miss Halford, but I'm not seeing any issues with the geothermal power system. Probably just a blip from software as old as me. But I'll run a diagnostic anyway.
Thank you. Oh, and the Mutidons seem to react to the alarms, so I'm worried that they're agitated. Could we check on them?
Actually, I think we're going to call it a stream here, but there was something I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll put this up next week and continue it. Anyway, let's see. If you want to join me next time, we'll be continuing Baldur's Gate 3. But as for next week, we've still got both the Doom the Dark Ages DLC as well as the Assassin's Creed 4 remake coming out. And that'll be on Tuesday and Thursday, respectively, so look forward to those. Anyway, so I suppose Mistydolphin signing off for now. Thank you, good night.